Hello, hello, hello. Test 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Yes, we're getting sound.
Yeah?
Yep, we are.
Alright. So, hello everyone.
Surprise! We're doing another stream very spontaneously.
Yeah. Wasn't really that planned, but yeah.
It wasn't.
Since it's a bit of time until we are getting ready for Halloween, we decided to do another live stream. And yeah, I had the idea to draw Ethan, and since his most recent photo was him as Cambone,
Yes.
I thought the pose would probably fit very well in the Mona Lisa style, so I have some references right there, and I'm excited how it will turn out.
Yeah, and this time I don't have to do work during the stream, so I can be more interactive. But right now I'm still setting up some things, making sure the streams are right. You're getting good sound, good video.
So maybe we can introduce ourselves. Shall we introduce ourselves? So everybody knows.
We will have to do that again in a few minutes anyway, because we're at like 18, but it's probably gonna jump to 100 now again in a few minutes. Oh yeah, but sound and video seem to be fine on the stream.
So I'm just thinking about doing the mustache as it was in the video, or as Cambone advised it to be, since the original mustache is ending where the fat crease.
Yeah, ended in the fat crease.
Yeah, alright. So just change it a bit.
Authentic Cambone stash. Hi there. Hi
Hello.
everyone. Hi everyone saying hi.
I noticed that I should get some water.
Oh, I have mine for now.
Alright. Oh, just thank you.
I can take it back. You might want to say arigato.
Arigato?
Oh, arigato. Arigato.
Arigato. Gozaimasu.
For the record, we don't speak Japanese, but since the chat is pretty slow at the moment, I can translate some of the messages we're getting. You got a nice pencil case.
Oh, thank you. It was quite yeah, story to get it, since I had to import it. But yeah, it's a Rilakkuma pencil case.
Again, please let us know if the sound balance, volume, anything does not sound correct. Music's too loud or too quiet, just let us know, we can fix it right away. That's why I'm here. Yeah, usually these kinds of meme drawing streams end up on Twitch, but today we decided to, hey, let's just quickly do some YouTube stuff.
Yeah, and it's even like the first time I draw a YouTuber on stream. So we thought...
And in general, the second time you draw a YouTuber at all, right?
Yeah. I only did a drawing of Healer some time ago.
Actually, let me get some Mr. Skeletals back in here. we go. Sounds good to you? Alright, that's great. Once again, we are already like at comparatively few viewers, but again, worldwide audience. We had someone from Japan here, people speaking Spanish, Turkish, Russian. So, question is though, are you all familiar with Ethan Klein and or Ken Bone? I mean, Mona Lisa probably is pretty popular, not popular, but it's famous enough. Hey, I'm French, and I can't really understand what you're saying because I'm not really good at English, but I love your style. Keep like that.
Thank you. I mean, I think that oh well, she won't understand it, but I think that the style through this drawing will change a bit probably. I mean, the signature I can't hide that, but this won't be like the typical splash art drawing. More into a tried realism, tried Renaissance look. I've really never done anything in a Renaissance kind of manner. So I try my best to achieve a look like that. I mean, I think that watercolor actually, it wasn't the main media in that time, but it was used for sketches and stuff, and somehow this is probably fitting since it's just for the goof.
I'm doing a little social media work at the moment, but I'll be back on stream very shortly. So this is actually the real Ken Bone on Twitter. That's good. We're gonna tag him. There we go. So, I mean, as this was unannounced, people won't know that we're doing this right now. And I mean, it's comparatively early in the States. Anyone here from the United States watching, or Canada, North or South America, like those time zones? Oh, you should probably turn the vibration on your phone off.
Like, you can't do that with that one.
Yes, you can. Just have to turn it all the way down. It's just like don't disturb mode. Only alarms ring. Plug it back in. Because that travels into the microphone. Alright. What are your favorite materials?
My favorite materials are watercolors, probably. But I also learned to enjoy working with gouache. I also have them like in stock if you want. So if I need them, I can use them. I mean, they're very similar to watercolors. But you can achieve a more acrylic kind of look with them, and you don't really have to worry that much if you've done some mistakes. I mean, with watercolors, it's always the problem that you have to go from light to dark, and if that paper is too dark, you really can't do anything to fix the problem or something like that. And with gouache, you have more possibilities to save your work, and that is really helpful, I think. On the other hand, it's not like the magic thing, so yeah, it's just somehow good to have it around and to use it when it's needed. Yeah, but I also like to work digitally. I mean, I've yeah, the how I put it, Vorteile.
The advantage?
The advantages of Photoshop
Oh yeah.
are quite yeah, charming. Although I didn't really use a lot Photoshop recently, since yeah, most of the time I was drawing with traditional media. But I hope that in the near future I come back, go back to that and draw something again digitally. I mean, something like that, like what I'm currently doing, would be probably more easier digital media, I guess. But on the other hand, I want to achieve a more authentic look.
And I think it's also like a little bit about the novelty factor, that it's actually a traditional piece that you could technically mail to them.
Yeah, I mean, I probably I even have still the Hela piece
Yeah.
that I wanted to mail them, but I actually forgot to do that.
Maybe I can put that up on screen. Let me look for it. So, how was your makeup? Was it easy to wash off yesterday?
Yeah, it took quite a while since I painted all of them, my neck and even close to the shoulders. It took a bit, but also the makeup was very yeah, water really took it all off, so it wasn't really sticking to the skin. I mean, I noticed that throughout the painting process, that it was crackling at some points, like the black of the eye was already somehow like yeah, peeling off, so I had to redo it once in a while. And yeah, this was really helpful if you want, when I wanted to wash it off. But I still have to go for it like in a few hours or something. So today's Halloween event, I'm probably dressed there.
So I found the picture that you put up on DeviantArt because I actually like that more. Since you're also wearing the
Yeah, I should have worn more bracelets.
more bracelets, yeah. So this was the painting of Hela. You maybe have seen it on the channel as well. Yeah, I still love it. I still love looking at it. Do you recommend any sites for buying art material? You always have to keep in mind we're in Germany.
Yeah, so I can recommend German sites, but I'm not quite sure. I mean, if you're from Germany, I could recommend the Architekturbedarf, which really I think is the cheapest retailer for watercolors. I've seen no site where they are that cheap. I think like one of those pens is about €2 there. And yeah, I always see them for like €4 or even more, and I think it's a pretty cheap website. And we also have the Zeichencenter Ebeling, where I got my airbrush machine, pistol, I don't know. So the engine that makes the air pressed into it, to the brush, I got it from there. And yeah, I usually order Copics from this website. It's like a Christmas music right now.
Yes. Well, it's almost Christmas. Tomorrow I can start talking about it. Are there any other inspirations for your manga drawing style other than the Gray Man?
Yeah, recent artists. I mean, I really admire the color style from Kawase. I also had a time where I was deeply inspired by the Kimi-chan's work, and also Guvites and Kushinov. I think that with most of my drawings you can see the influence. I mean, I don't really try to get rid of them. I try to get them into that drawing, because I somehow feel like when I look back I want to see what I was into at that time. And so it's not really like hidden in that images. I think that you can see somehow where the inspiration comes from. And I mean, Kingdom Hearts, Tetsuya Nomura, and this work from Final Fantasy. It's also quite a joy to watch at that.
No, you're not late. We just started about 20 minutes ago. Who is he drawing? So this is, it's in the title, this is Ethan Klein from h3h3 Productions as Ken Bone as the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, so I saw the recent image of him photoshopped in the position of Ken Bone, and somehow this pose reminded me of like a portrait of the Mona Lisa. I mean, I have it here as a reference so you can see it right there.
Yeah.
So I want to include that into that kind of image and then create something that you would hang on your wall with a bunch of bracelets.
Bracelets.
So if some of you don't know the videos of h3h3, I really like the video about modern art he did. So definitely recommend it. Even recommended it in my art school or university more to some people who take art far too serious.
Alright. Thumbnail should also be updated then. What do you think about foreigners releasing manga in Japan?
I think that's pretty admirable. I mean, I think they pretty much have like a high standard there, I guess. Also, it's probably a very tough market there, and to release a manga there probably is, if you're a fan of it, if that's your goal, like you're becoming your dream comes true somehow. But for me, it's not really that much of an achievement that I for myself want to acquire somehow. So as a child I thought, yeah, I want to be a popular manga artist even in Japan, but over the time I didn't really felt like this is my goal anymore. Although I've seen some documentaries about German artists who became very popular in Japan. Like there's one artist that tells typical German everyday stories for Japanese people. So Japanese people get a more inside look to the German culture. And she's grown quite popular because she's using her background as a benefit and as something exotic, something only she can do. And that's quite smart on the one hand. On the other hand, I think that's probably also very limiting in your work, because you have to rely on cliches somehow. you have to make people, you have to tell people something as common that probably is very something very individual, and on that point, that's probably very limiting, I think. So maybe this is even why I don't really have that as a goal anymore, because I know how that would turn out. Like, I mean, if you're a German in the Japanese manga market, you really have to do something that separates you from the rest, because they already have a lot of manga artists, and so it's really hard, I think, to get your own stories straight and something like that, because they already have people for fantasy stories, so you probably have to do the German thing.
Wow, another live stream. Thank you, Laovaan-kun or Lao-kun. How are you today?
Thank you for tuning in. So I'm fine. I'm pretty fine today. I just bought a can of Ben Jerry's and had it for meal. And also looking forward to the Halloween party, since I made the cocktail I recommended on Twitch for this occasion. And just using the time until the party gets started to stream a few moments.
There was another question. Do you like, or do you prefer working on smaller or larger pieces of art? This one is smaller in comparison to your Lana Del Rey portrait, for example.
Yeah, I have the Lana Del Rey portrait still here. Right.
I'm not cleaning that up.
Yeah. So just for comparison, this was the Lana Del Rey painting I did a few weeks ago, and to be honest, I like to work on smaller sizes. So this is more something that I can control more, that I have more a better overview of that. I mean, the Lana Del Rey painting was still very, very okay, if you want. So just can show it. Like, I'm always dividing into spaces, and so this is. Can you show me that?
Yep.
So this was divided into like the face area, then the neck area, and so I divided into smaller areas to work on, and so I'm not seduced to work as something that you have to finish as a whole in one row. So you have more time to be, so you can focus on the details.
At what age did you start drawing?
I started at probably 6 years old with my own comic characters, and the interest in getting better evolved at like 13 or 12, even 12 years old. So when Kingdom Hearts came out, I really was like fire for that, and I wanted to create something that's similar to the illustration on the manual that was an inlay of the game, and that really kept me motivated for a few years. And then also I was uploading on online communities, and the few comments I got really kept me going. And of course there were a lot of artists that made pretty clear and pretty obvious that you have to work a lot so you can reach that level. And it wasn't really easy actually it never was really easy. It's still, even today, it's always hard to see those amazing artists and to, yeah, the urge you feel to become like that, to become good as like your idols is still very imminent. And thus you just sometimes you feel like you can do absolutely nothing, and sometimes you just wish to live like the double amount of your lifetime, so you have actually time to focus on everything you want to achieve. But then there are days that make you somehow proud, and I think it's like everything in life. There are ups and highs, and also very dark times.
Yesterday in chat, someone said that you have a twin brother. Is that true?
Yes, I do have a twin brother. He goes by the name Yastavi, and he has a Tumblr account, so you can check that out. But be warned about the rated 18.
It's explicit, yeah.
Yeah, there's some stuff that's not for young people.
Yeah.
But yeah. So he's called Yastavi. You can just Google him on Tumblr. Or go to
Google on Tumblr, on Yahoo, on Bing.
Yeah, no, you can also check his DeviantArt.
Okay, real quick, I have to do something on the audio. I'm gonna mute us just for a second, really quickly. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's still working fine. That's good. I hope my... No, this is not working fine, but it's fine. It's okay. Can I ask about the background music? Yeah, today I just put the playlist of my stuff on so we don't run into trouble with like content ID, copyright infringement things. This is just a very spontaneous stream. It's gonna be very short compared to... Oh, wait, I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be as long as yesterday. We'll see how long the picture takes. But yeah, this is my music that you usually get to hear on his videos anyway. Laovaan, I'm gonna say Laovaan. Could you one day criticize my work on DeviantArt? Your opinion could help me to improve my art.
So yeah, you can send it to me on DeviantArt, and I'll have a look. But you have to understand, I need some time to go through that, because I hope I won't get that many of like submissions.
Another thing you can do, so we usually regularly stream on Twitch rather than YouTube.
Oh yes, yeah. You can also send them in the live streams we do on Twitch. Because we have like a very small corner where we show your art, actually. So the art of the...
Yeah. So you can send in your art you're working on during the stream, and we just scroll through the Twitter or Instagram timeline. Yeah. Although you won't get a lot of in-depth criticism, but a hint here and there maybe, and just general appreciation.
I'm not really easy with criticism. So, I mean, I become a teacher. I obviously can't destroy like an image in depth, because this is not what I want to do. But I can try if you want to.
So should I send you a little note on DeviantArt, or is just a comment on your profile fine? Probably a message, right?
Yeah,
a note.
A note is better.
When I use watercolors, I cannot blend them properly, like the galaxy you have done, because it dries out quickly. I'm not an expert, but if you're saying it dries out quickly, my guess is adding more water. Is that correct?
Yeah, so sometimes, I mean, you see, like right now, I'm working on a very small area, and you can just let it dry for a moment if you feel like you would ruin it if you add some more water. So let it dry all the way through, and once it's dried and set to the paper, you can add like another layer of color. So I'm actually doing this all the time right now. If I want to add some more shadows, like I see here's some shadows right here, and I want to go more deeper on that shadow, I would probably make the whole area wet again and then try to blend it in, because once the color dried, it's not really that easy to get them rubbed off the paper, which is, if they are not dried through, really easy. So I would recommend just let it dry a moment, or maybe more, even more, and wait until it's completely dry, and then add another layer of color to it, so you won't ruin what's already there, and you can just smudge and add another layer. So with the Lana Del Rey drawing, it was made the same way. So I just put on the first layer of color, waited for it to dry. In that time I was going for that area, and once this was dried out through completely, I just made another layer on top of that.
These live streams are almost therapeutic. They're so relaxing. Glad to hear that.
Yeah, I'm happy you think that way. And for myself, I really like to draw with photo references, so those kind of drawings are more relaxing. Even I don't really have the fear to ruin something, and because I've always like something where I can rely on, and yeah, so it's very calming for me rather than to do manga work, because this one is always really easy to get wrong, to fuck up the anatomy and stuff. And
I think it's nice to be able to just talk to our viewers every once in a while. Although right now, again, I don't understand half of the chat again. So just so you know, we speak English and we understand German. We also speak German, but we won't speak German on the stream. We want to keep this English so everybody, or at least most people, will get what we're talking about. And okay, now people are comparing that time of day. So for some people, it's already 9:30 in the evening.
So you're ready to get spooked.
There are many Russian comments. Everyone likes your channel and creativity, therefore they are often here.
No, I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, like we've had this before when we did our very first live stream on YouTube, where there were also like 70%, it feels like, Russian people, which is great, but you do have to understand that we don't understand what you're writing in the chat, so please don't be bummed if we cannot respond to you, because obviously we can only read the English comments. But yeah, it's obviously nice having you here. We like his art more than our lives.
Oh, don't say that.
Hello from Japan. Your art is inspirational.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Wouldn't it be very late right now in Japan? What's the time there right now? What's the time in Japan? It's
the time in Tokyo, Japan is 12:29 a.m.
Oh, so it's already after midnight for you. When you do the watercolor portraits, such as the Lana Del Rey inspired, I tried to make a loose background as you had done in the hair, but I can only draw by observation.
Then you should go for that. I mean, I wrote a short comment about that. The hair part was very difficult for me as well, since you put so much work and effort into the skin, and then you don't really want to ruin it by just going loose on areas like the hair. But since that's the goal, you really have no other choice but to try that. And if you're not really sure what to do, then I would say use some references, some work where you think, where you've got like a hint on how it should look like, and then just use that as an orientation. I mean, to go loose on something, always means that you don't really have that much of control of it, and there's also a bit of luck involved, and I can't exclude myself from that. So the Lana inspired painting wasn't like my favorite result. Like, it also could have been, in my opinion, a bit better, since I had something different in mind. But on the other hand, this also is like, this thing with watercolors. Like, watercolors just they give you it's a gift and also a curse, like they say in Ghost Whisperer. So you just go with it and try it, and if it doesn't work, I mean, it's not the end of the world. You can try again. This is something that I also have to think about myself, because sometimes I'm just broken when something won't turn out as I want it to be.
I'm doing a Facebook post.
Okay.
Just so we nobody can say like, hey, why didn't you tell us? Okay. And I saw there was another question in the chat we can tackle, which is any advice for an artist struggling to be noticed?
I think that's probably not really a secret, but I would say you have to do fan arts and to look on popular series like currently I think Yuri on Ice is something you could go with and try to do a fan art with that. Someday I read a few people complaining or like foreshadowing that would be a bad thing to do, because people would then only follow you for just for seeing those fan arts, and then you can't really go with your own work. But I figured that this is not really the thing, because when I started with DeviantArt, I was used to draw a lot of Zelda fan arts, because I kind of was into that fandom, and I also cosplayed it, and so I just went with that, and people were knowing me for doing Zelda fan arts a lot of the time. That even got me like a bit exposure on Zelda fan art websites, or what Zelda related websites. And I didn't really notice that those people would like leave if you do something else. I mean, the last Zelda fan art was like maybe a few days ago, because it wasn't a live stream. But I am not really doing that much of Zelda fan art anymore than I was used to. So this is probably one thing you want to do if you want to grow on popularity.
Yeah. That's also something that bands like to do. Like, they start out doing mostly cover songs, because first and foremost they don't have any own songs, so they learn other people's songs. People go to the concerts because, hey, that's music I already know, that I already like, and then you like sprinkle some of your own stuff in there that hopefully people will like, and then eventually you can do just your own stuff.
I think Jessameva even got like famous for doing cover songs on YouTube and stuff. So you have to keep in mind that people have to Google you, and if they don't know your name, they Google something else. Obviously, they probably Google not your name, but something they know, something like fandoms, like stuff they can relate to, they know. And if you appear more often in that kind of their fandom, then you'll also get more recognition.
So here's a comment I translated from Russian because it was long and that kind of intrigued me. How much time he spends on the video if you have already passed 40 minutes, but he's still at the beginning of the picture? Well, welcome to doing art. Usually you get to see the speed paints, which are like a few hours packed into 10 minutes.
And so a lot of paintings take up to 6-7 hours. I mean, the Lana Del Rey inspired, so the most recent video, for example, wasn't really that long, since I already told you that there was a lot of improvisation going on there. I wasn't really sure if I will like destroy the image, and therefore I waited a bit. But the actual length of the material, like the actual length of the drawing, wasn't really that long. I think it was about 2 hours or something like that. And yeah, so sometimes if you do something that you improvise more with watercolors, then it probably won't take that long, but you will, I mean, in most of the time you will just think about, is what I'm currently doing right thing to do, or should I do something else? So this is probably what take most time for me.
Someone from earlier saying, thank you for replying. I will try to use this in my graphic and design coursework. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Or rather, art and design. They corrected themselves later. Which character do you prefer, Sora or Riku?
I prefer Sora more. So I like to do fan arts of Sora rather than doing fan arts of Riku. Probably because I like the hairstyle of Sora more. I mean, with Riku, it's a bit hard to, or at least for myself, because I'm not really used to draw long hair, and then it's more easier for me to work with hair that Sora has. And Riku is always like, sometimes it's looking cool, but often it looks a bit too, kind of not fitting the character well if I do that, and yeah. So I like Sora more.
When you blend the paint on the paper, how do you know how it's going to look?
Probably I
From
would say
experience, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lot of experience, or maybe I read like a short something on Tumblr today, where people were talking about the color wheel and what are the primary colors and stuff like that, and they were very how you put it, like biased. Like they had something in their head and they wanted to go for it, and I don't think that's really necessary. I mean, you can use the color wheel as a tool. Like, you know that if you want to have more a violet shade, you could use more violet or more blue to achieve that, and you don't really have to necessarily think about now is blue the color to go for, or cyan? Because in the end it's all about the end result, and thus you just have to know what will come out if you add that tone or something like that. And this is something that goes with experience. Like I know some people that don't really have the primary color scheme in mind when they are painting, like the red, blue, and yellow kind of stuff, and they don't really know how to mix green. And I think maybe you just should use another single piece of paper and just try around, do some challenges, challenge yourself. Like, think about, you want to have a more bluish violet. How to achieve that with primary colors like blue, yellow, and red, and stuff like that. So you get somehow like a little feel for that. Also, a very good exercise is to mix your own skin colors. I noticed that since I started with a box of watercolors where there was no skin color included, so I had to mix skin colors for the first 2 years of watercolor drawings. I had to mix them myself.
Okay, lots of language discussion right now. I just posted a few notices in the chat that, hey, we don't speak Russian, we use Google Translate. And if you want your questions answered, it's best to ask them in English. Because I cannot translate every message because the chat's too fast. Many of my German friends tell me that German is very similar to English. Do you agree? I mean, you
Yes.
study German and you speak English.
Yes,
I
I
mean,
agree.
speak both.
So I know somebody who studies English as well, and there are a lot of there's a lot of similar vocabulary to describe phenomena that are within the languages. Although I have to say that probably, I mean, that's I think not even like my own opinion, but I think German is a bit harder since we have more sexes in the description and the articles of objects, and this is probably making it more trouble for foreign people to learn German, and but on the grammar side it's pretty similar. So you have a lot of common things that you always have like an example for something in also the English and the German language. I mean, I think even it's derivated. Like the old English terms are often have their roots in German words. Like thou shall not is like du sollst nicht. So they have.
There are definitely similarities. I would always say English is way easier to learn than German, definitely. German can be very complex. It sometimes leaves you more freedoms, which makes it hard to figure out what's the right sentence structure, but it's fun to learn. And can you say something in Japanese?
So I can just say probably itadakimasu, like the weeaboo. Like shine, like
oh god,
those kind of words. Mate, this kind of stuff. I don't even like watch anime. I rarely do that. I prefer to read the manga, but there's some words that keep will stay in your mind.
And can you speak Russian? That was already answered by someone else. He can't. No, he can't.
No, I just can't say the tattoo songs.
People from Azerbaijan, Poland, Czech, Vietnamese. There was one earlier. I'm looking to buy some watercolors, but I'm not sure if there are any brands I should avoid or ones that are best. Let's get to. I don't know. Do you know any?
I don't really want to do brand bashing because I have to be honest. I don't really use a lot of this brand, but there's something called Lucas Paint, Lucas Watercolor. I had like a small, a very small amount of colors of those, and I don't prefer those. So those are quite cheap. So I think probably if you are beginning or something like that, those will be something that you could use. But for my taste, I don't like the tones and I don't really like the feeling of it. But I also have to say that there are a lot of cheap brands that I really like to use. Some of you might know because I had those with the last streams, but I can show you like the first watercolor set I was using. It's this one by Van Gogh. Van Gogh in German. And this was my first watercolor brand that I used for a long time. And now there's a skin color tone in there, but the original set had no included. So this was what I was talking about earlier. I had to mix those colors myself for I think about 2 years.
This question's kind of random, but was there any reason why you dyed your hair silver, or you just wanted to? Well, it wasn't an accident, so
It wasn't an
Deliberate.
accident because it's really hard to get your hair like in a gray tone like this. No, actually, it's been more like a challenge. Like my mom is a hairdresser, and there are a lot of colors you could choose because they're brands like directions. So you could temporarily create, I don't know, green, pink, and red, and all those colors. But there's a like a little can that has silver on it, and it never turned out to be silver. So I thought, well, silver is a very hard color to achieve. And this makes it more interesting for me. So I really tried to get this color for a long time. I mean, it's been white, but this wasn't really on purpose because I wanted to have it, like dark gray. And a few weeks ago, I finally found a hair color that would do the job and make my hair gray. And so it's not been an accident. It's been quite hard work. Hard work, quite.
it was
Yeah,
quite hard work.
quite
Yeah,
hard.
it was very hard to.
I'm
get that
sorry.
right.
I'm
Difficult.
just figuring to do.
You're just figuring out what English is now.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
I-
you're doing a fantastic job considering you're also concentrating on painting a picture right now.
I'm really not used to speak English in my everyday life, so
Yeah.
I have some vocabulary issues once in a while.
Oh yeah, for all the I would say kind of basic equipment questions like what's the colors, what's the brush and stuff, you should definitely check out our Q&A series because you can get all the answers there. It's actually linked if you click on the top right icon. There's this little eye icon. If you're on your phone or on your PC watching, you will find it up there. It actually links to a playlist where we answer all your questions, and we'll soon continue the Q&A series. We just want to do a little bit more special with it, so it takes a little bit more work. You had white hair color before, didn't you?
Yeah.
Please tell me who this person draw. This is Ethan Klein from h3h3 Productions as Ken Bone as the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
So a double meme, almost.
If you watch the h3h3 videos, he did an interview with Ken Bone recently, and therefore he changed his profile picture on Twitter and used like a Photoshop mashup of him as Ken Bone. And as I saw it, I thought, well, this is quite the pose is quite striking to make a version that similar to the Mona Lisa painting. So I wanted to do even another mashup of this.
Yeah. But I think I actually saw it somewhere on the h3h3 Reddit subreddit. Somebody did not a Mona Lisa, but he actually like just photoshopped him onto Ken Bone sitting there in the audience.
It's on Twitter.
It's on Twitter. I only saw the profile picture.
Oh yes, I meant that.
Yeah, but that's not full body. That's what I meant.
Oh, but it's also full body on Twitter. On Instagram.
Instagram.
And no, Twitter.
Twitter. Okay. Let me check. Media. Come on. Oh, that's just them in Vegas. Ah, there it is. Ah, yeah, this is it. This is the one. I can put the link in the chat so people who are really totally not familiar with what you're painting right now know what it's based on.
So yeah, I said at the beginning, like I'm quite a big fan of the H3 work because they got me when they did a video about modern art, and it spoke to me in a way that it expressed something that I could show to some of my colleagues in university to make my position clear, because a lot of people that study art are taking art very seriously, far too much for my taste, and it's always hard to argue with those people, and this video somehow made it quite good for me to articulate what I also think about the whole issue.
He looks like a cherry in his coat, but I like it. Yeah.
I noticed that it's really hard to get the red tones, and so I decided to use the gouache tone as well, since it's even darker, and yeah, I hope I can add another layer to it, so it will add more depth to it. Oh yeah. Kaltes blaues Wasser.
Kaltes blaues Wasser. Oh yeah, your gray hair is showing up in the picture. And somebody asked, was it hard to maintain your white hair? Because I'll have white hair on Wednesday.
Yes, it's hard. I can just give you some advice for that. I don't know where you come from, but in Germany, or maybe I think it's international, you have like direction colors, like some temporarily colors you could dye your blonde bleached hair with. And there's a tone called lilac. And if you take that tone and dilute it in conditioner, you can get rid of the yellow that is about to occur if you bleach your hair. And so it's a bit cheaper to get the whitish kind of look to your hair, but also you have to be careful because since it's lilac, it quickly will turn also a bit purple. But this is something I use to keep it white rather than yellow or something like that. But also you have to keep in mind that I think with every temporary color you have to redo it once in a while.
I just want to take the opportunity again, showcase your potato healer picture that you once painted. Actually, I mean, there's a YouTube video for that on the on the channel. Wait, is this a stream? Yes, hello. This is a stream. This is live. We can see what you're typing. Yeah, this is. I can't stop looking at it. It's so great. I mean, yesterday somebody said something about, oh, I imagined you as like a 40-year-old bald guy, and I always combine that with the image of somebody who takes his art very seriously. And maybe if somebody only watches your big, like, semi-realistic watercolor portraits that are like a little abstract here and there, one could get the impression that, oh, this guy takes his art very, very seriously, which is the reason why every once in a while these two kinds of things happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think, as I said, like, this is why I even like the video of h3h3. I don't really want to portray that kind of seriousness into drawing, because I think that in the classic art society it's been quite too seriously and you really have a hard time if you want to somehow, like, not even criticize, but if you ask too many questions in a museum, for example, you probably are not very popular with the curators and stuff. And yeah, I really want to have a more open-minded and more even a bit more open to humor art society, a bit more people who don't take it that seriously, because in the end I think art is like something that should be entertaining, and because obviously it's hard to really, like, I don't know, solve the problem. It catches attention and then you can solve it, but therefore it also should be a bit entertaining, I think.
So some people just joined who were kind of confused, like, is this a self-portrait? Wait, this is a self-portrait?
No.
No, it's not a self-portrait. And somebody else asked, like, wait, you're so young, but you already have gray hair.
Yeah, it's dyed. My gray hair's dyed. And it wasn't easy. So what will come in with age, to achieve that with young age, it's not that easy. It's been quite work.
How do you combine studying and frequent streams? And Echolox too? You don't.
Yeah, so I don't really do commissions, and
Yeah,
this is
that's
probably why, because I want to also be more active with you and with the channel, and so I invest my free time and my time outside of university to do those streams and to create more videos.
I almost accidentally opened the stream and we would have heard ourselves then. Happy spoopy day, guys.
Spoopy skeletons.
I think
It's still there, yeah, it's still there.
It's still there, but I think it's time for an instant. Just have to unmute something here. Hope it's not too loud. Let me turn it down to make sure. Ah, I was probably very loud. Sorry, guys. Sorry for spooking you, but I mean, it's the day of spoops. So that's the only day I can really do such a thing. How is your hand not cramping?
I don't know. I actually never really had those problems with my hand, luckily. I know some people who have to go to the doctor because they pain it too much. But currently I'm still fine. So maybe it's because I'm still a bit younger, but I'm not sure. Maybe I just have found a way to or like a pose so that my hand won't get any damage from drawing.
Is this drawing for Spoopy Day and somebody else asking something about April Fools? As I said before, like, this is really just to kind of lighten up the mood because your paints tend to be very serious and we're not always very serious people. This is fun. We can have fun here. Let's have fun with art. When art block, or when you have an art block, do you force yourself to draw or do you just take a break until you feel better? And bonus points if you can fit Ben and Jerry somewhere into the answer.
Yeah, so I'll do something else when I've got an art block, and that probably includes eating Ben Jerry's. No, but seriously, I just change my subject. Like, I often start to do a digital painting, and then I don't really feel the kind of motivation to continue to work on that image, because digital work for me is somehow more exhausting than to do something traditional. But yeah, if I tried something and then I feel like I don't want to do that anymore, I just change the subject and hopefully return to the original idea later. But I have also quite often proven to myself that I often don't continue what I started.
Again, about time balancing. Do you have a hard time being in college while handling a YouTube channel?
Yeah. Somehow, yes. Yeah,
It's not easy.
it can be quite hard.
But I mean, other people have a job.
Yeah, this
Next-
is like I am lucky to call that my hobby, and therefore,
Yeah.
I just spend my free time. So yeah, and since I'm studying art, art study is if you got behind that what they want to see, you can just go there with less effort because they don't really want to see effort you put into your work, but they want to see concepts, and the concepts can be anything literally. So you can just say my goal was to do some stains on paper, and they will buy that, and you'll get your grade and stuff, and then it's over.
I got a few comments here on chins. We could learn a lot for shading double chins majestically. His eyebrows may be on fleek, but his double chin though. And double chin on fleek. And all this talk about double chins reminds me, or gives me the idea that maybe one of the next meme streams we could maybe do a portrait of Egoraptor with 40 chins.
Yeah, that probably would be.
That would probably work very well.
Yeah. So it also could explain a lot about shading.
Are any
the
of you
chins.
who have any suggestions for those new meme streams? I don't have the reverb, right? Oh wait, I do have the reverb. The kind of meme streams we can do every once in a while. Yeah. I vote for Egoraptor with 1,000 chins. Which smartphone do you use? I guess because it's always in the picture.
It's a Nexus.
Nexus 5X.
So
We both have it.
It's stylomatic with a blue
Let's
background.
do some Nexus ads. I mean, they're only selling the Pixel.
Yeah, so he has a black one, I've got a blue one.
Alright, Google, I'm waiting for the check in my mail. Someone's saying this might be Honey Boo Boo's mom. Alaska, you know which Alaska,
Yeah.
riding the 1,000 chinned Egoraptor. I think
Riding.
that would be too much of a crazy mashup. I think we should
Riding-
separate those two ideas into
Riding.
distinct pictures.
Really riding? I mean.
I would say like on the shoulders maybe, or
yeah.
because he has so many chins, he has to have to be massive.
Oh my god. I mean, this would be slaying probably. But also, I wouldn't know if that's like something that tingles you or that that's like ugh. More maybe drag queens more like for themselves, like maybe Katya being a zombie and I don't know, slaying Alaska or something for not for being like the snake she was.
Chinraptor is best Egoraptor. In his very much chin pronounced form, I prefer to call him Chinigan. I really like the name Chinigan.
But he has he still is his shin?
He can still do the chins, but not as much as he used. He got pretty
So
fit
what's
recently.
happening right now? Like Jontron is becoming.
Yeah, Jontron lost a lot of weight. Egoraptor is fit as fuck. I don't know.
Like,
Now we're waiting for Ethan to.
yeah, I mean,
he did a video on that. What was it called again? Didn't he have like such a some kind of routine to
Yeah.
get fit?
but that's kind of sad. I mean, like now the body images change into a direction where
We can't identify him anymore.
where it's. I mean, this is kind of like the approachability aspect. Like he could be anyone. So a lot of people could identify with that, and I mean, right now he's dressed up as Cambone, so I mean, this kind of like makes somehow the community, I think.
Someone in the chat saying, you deserve all the Papa Johns and Sody Pops for this masterpiece.
I wish we had Papa John's here in Germany. I wish I could.
I don't think it could be as good. I mean, bless Papa John's, but the pizza we had the other day was, I think, the best pizza in the world.
I have no
But
idea.
they can compete with that, but they don't because they're in Germany.
Just to understand like the fascination of it, I would like to have it here.
We must pray for the chins. Yeah, people are really into the chin right now. YouTube has gotten really, really chin focused lately, without going into detail on that topic. So yeah, today is Major Spook Day. I mean, we got people from all around the world. Obviously, the people from America will probably participate in Halloween, but what are all the other people here doing? Like, what are you doing for Halloween? Are you even doing anything for Halloween? Is that a thing? Or is it just, you know, internet's kind of celebrating Halloween, but no one's really doing it in your country? Does the spoopy skeleton have a name? Skeleton.gif.
Isn't it like spooky, scary skeletons? That kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's a spook. I mean, dancing skeletal. I'm calling it Mr. Skeletal. Thanks, Mr. Skeletal. Thanks for dancing for us for for already over an hour. He's got stamina. The only stamina a skeleton can have. Echolox, could you say cyan again? There you go.
What is cyan?
Cyan.
Oh, cyan. That was quite a while ago since you said it.
I get to work for Halloween. Hey, that sucks. Nobody cares about Halloween in Finland. I'm enjoying myself on the net. Spoopy day. In Croatia, people usually go out, but I didn't have a costume concept, so I didn't go. Are you using a watercolor block or watercolor paper taped down on the surface or something? That's a block.
That's a
He's
block.
working a block.
I have like another block, the same around that.
So you would say an art block isn't always a bad thing?
So this is the block that I'm
Don't
currently
ignore the
using
joke.
right now.
You cannot ignore the joke.
The art block, yeah. So fun.
We don't celebrate Halloween in Nepal. I think we're celebrating Spoopy Day, not Poopy Day, Spoopy Day, by watching this. On Halloween, I enjoy horror content since this is my favorite genre. It's the only time where everyone focuses on it.
I also love horror movies. So if you've got recommendation, hand them
Yeah.
over. I'm always thirsty for some good old horror movies.
We do take Halloween seriously here in Canada. Here in the Philippines, there are two things that happen during Halloween. Trick-or-treating or Christmas decoration. Poopy Day is best holiday. I mean, if you add up all the time, like throughout the year that we sit on the toilet, we might as well just like concentrate that into one day and call it the Poopy Day.
Celebrate it.
Yeah. I want to dance on your smartphone like this skeleton. The stamina skeleton. yeah, lots of other countries, they all don't celebrate Halloween. So it really seems to be mostly a North American thing, and then in some countries it gets exported to. Like they are trying to in Germany. They like to kind of copy holidays from the US if they make money, like Valentine's Day, obviously. That creates a lot of...
Yeah, but Valentine's Day works.
I mean, it works, yeah, but it wasn't really a thing in Germany, like, until maybe the 90s.
I mean, I like Halloween more than Valentine's Day because of my gothic youth. But on the other hand, I'm always like confused that I think Valentine's Day is somehow established, but Halloween still has to fight. Although movies like Nightmare Before Christmas
and
were
generally young people.
Yeah, they were established in the early 90s, I think, and still. I mean, we also like say trick or treat.
I have to rotate the tiramisu again.
Oh, yeah, good tiramisu.
I would love to eat one of the smaller ones already, but gotta wait for this thing to be delicious. So if anybody who wants to bring a sweet treat to any of the parties they were going to, you still have some time. You only need like an hour to do the thing and 5 hours to put it in the fridge. You should all learn to do a tiramisu. It's very easy and it tastes so great. You probably shouldn't eat anything else on the same day, unless you want to gain weight. But fuck yeah, tiramisu. Shout out to Chef Tony for his great recipe. Gothic Laovaan is best Laovaan.
Yeah, but probably I wasn't really like some side at that time. I was more like the cringy wannabe goth emo kid.
But did you also talk like this when you talk to people?
No. Actually, my behavior never changed. My behavior was always the same, but the taste in clothing and stuff like that wasn't really on fleek, if you want to put it that way. It was more like, ugh.
When is Halloween in Germany? It's today, yeah, 31st. I guess Christmas is the thing in Finland. I mean, I went to the store some days ago and there was just a giant wall of chocolate boxes in front of me. Shame that I'm allergic to chocolate. That sucks. Is it something in the chocolate? Is it like certain kinds of, or maybe like lactose intolerance? Or is it just chocolate?
Who don't like can take the nickel and the iron.
Ah, okay. Are there options to get chocolate without that, or is it just not possible?
So a friend told me there's no option. Like they can enjoy it in certain amounts, but the throat will like develop some nasty little things that will be swollen and stuff. So this is what I know about people who can't consume chocolate.
Elmao, what is this? What the fuck is going on? This is Ethan Klein as Ken Bone as the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa part will be more obvious once the background is done, I believe.
Yeah, fully do it.
The question is why though? Why? Because we can.
I changed the water.
Elmao, they're reading these. Yes, we are. This is live. Someone talking about Bishonen here. I don't know if that's the right picture to talk about Bishonen.
He's the bee seinen.
For some reason he looks like Count Dracula. He's too adorable to be Count Dracula though.
Get rid of those eraser flakes.
Did Echolox curse? I curse all the fucking time. This isn't H-rated. We're just gonna do our thing here. Chubby count. Who are you guys? Maybe you can introduce ourselves again.
Yeah, so if you hear my voice, I'm the guy who has like the brush in his hands right now and who's drawing.
Yeah. Also reference the for you guys, you can reference the video description.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, I am Laovaan, and you are the
I'm-
musician.
I'm Echolox, or just Matt. Yeah, usually you hear my music on his videos. I mostly edit them. And yeah, if you hear this voice that sounds a little closer to the mic because we have 2 different microphones, that's me. And I'm reading the chat most of the time. I can't get to everything. I cannot answer everything. I cannot read out loud everything. Sometimes there are things in languages I don't speak, so you're gonna have to live with that. This is the first stream I've been able to watch. Thank you for doing this at this time. It was very spontaneous.
And I somehow like that this is the first time you see me drawing a joke image.
Alright, that's great. So thought somebody was just copying, but people are really paying attention. So somebody copied basically the video description saying, in front of the camera, Laovaan, hard at work. In the background, Echolox running audio video. In the kitchen, tiramisu.
Oh, people are so
It's scary. People on YouTube know what's in my fridge.
Yeah.
What have we gotten to?
I mean, they also know what's on the table.
Tell us a spooky story, something creepy that you've experienced. I can tell the story where my neighbors had somebody in front of his door with a machete.
Yeah.
It was like 10 p.m. I think I was playing Deus Ex. Like I was playing a video game. It was very quiet, and I heard a lot of rumbling next door. Like it sounded like a lot of people coming or leaving, and I just tried to check it out through the door, through the hole in the door. And what I saw was just at that moment my neighbor opened the door, and the guy in front of the door, who apparently they knew each other, or I don't know, he was hiding a friend from the guy with the machete. At least like he pulled a fucking machete and like forced himself into the apartment. I was kind of shocked for a second. I called the cops. Before the cops could show up, like the guy with the machete chased the other guy out of the house, and I saw him like running across the street somewhere I couldn't see them anymore. Half an hour later, cops pull up, and nothing happens. Like they don't come up to ask me about what I saw. Although, like, the police station called me again while the cops were staying down in the car, like, yeah, some of them are gonna come up, they're gonna ask you questions, and it's like, never happened. I've never heard anything about that ever again. No, like, caught date. I don't know if they caught the guy. Apparently they knew each other, but, yeah, I'm looking for a new flat.
I only can, like, recently there, or maybe it's been quite a year, where well, let me just actually find that picture. We have like an abandoned school in our neighborhood, and so we're walking around that time at night, and suddenly like there was a silhouette there, and my brother made a picture of it. Just have to find it there.
Real quick, somebody's saying maybe that was their kink. They were just role-playing about the machete story. That's kind of drastic. I hope this is not going on in my neighborhood.
So currently searching that image.
Is that a pencil case? OMG, it's really cute.
Yes. It's a Rilakkuma pencil case. storage. I don't know how long it's been that the picture was made. So to get it straight, it was like an old figure of a horse. It has been the chronic. Oh, maybe he deleted that. No, I don't find it anymore.
Ah, too bad.
Although we made some creepy images at that time, around that time.
Oh.
Maybe. Is it visible?
Ah, wait a second. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Kinda.
No, you can't really see it, so it's a silhouette there. Yeah, but that wasn't the horse. The horse actually was something very scary because we wouldn't expect on an abandoned school like a figure of a horse that was like an old toy.
You know what else is pretty spoopy at times?
The skull trumpet.
The man in the drawing, he's staring into my soul.
Yeah, it's like with the Mona Lisa. Like, is this
Is he looking at you? Is she
Yeah.
looking like,
is he following you?
looking through you? Into you? Sometimes I think people are having conversations with each other and I only see one line or one part of the dialogue. So here's this message without context. Chat Noah's bum. There you go.
That was quite an important information for the day.
Give us Ken Bone's backstory.
So
I could try.
yeah, you can pull that off better than me.
So, in this hell ride of a US election that hopefully will end next Tuesday, but we're kidding ourselves. Of course it won't. Like, the talks will go on. During I think it was the very last debate, or was it the second one? No, I think it was the second one, the town hall debate, where people from the audience could ask questions to the presidential candidates. The very last question was asked by none other than Ken Bone. I don't remember the state he was from though. Really, not sure anymore. And he was this, people say adorable, mid-40s looking guy in his big red sweater, and he was asking a question about like energy policy, and for some reason people really hooked onto that and they really liked the guy. I attributed that to that this election cycle is so goddamn crazy that having something that appears totally normal and mundane somehow becomes very special, and you want to hook onto that. And yeah, he got famous just because he asked a question. And then there was some, so he did an AMA on Reddit, basically a huge kind of interview, but he used his own account. People went through his account trying to find stuff on him to, like, I don't know, dig dirt out on him. And then there was an article, multiple articles written about this guy, like, oh, he said something mean to, I don't know, a rape victim or something, and then you read the comments and it's not true. Like, they try to frame this guy as an evil dude, when in reality he was just like any normal other guy. And so Ethan Klein did a video on him, like in his defense, and then they also did an interview recently, and we just kind of wanted to commemorate that with Ethan Klein as Ken Bone as the Mona Lisa. I hope I didn't get anything wrong here. When Leonardo da Vinci is drunk too much.
When Leonardo da Vinci is doing what he's supposed to do.
Yes. I mean, his name is Ken Bone. Like, even just that, his name by itself is already like Ken Bone. That just rolls off the tongue. Is it just me or is the skeleton slowing down? I'm not meddling with Mr. Skeletal.
Maybe he's meddling with you. It's a spook.
Oh god, that's a spook. A live stream on Monday? Is this a prank? It's a goof.
It's a spook.
The skeletal is getting slow because he's getting tired.
He has to dance all night right now.
Can't the skeletal get a little break? Alright, I'm gonna give him a little break. There you go.
Do we have like a skull trumpet?
Yeah, soon, but I can't announce it, can I?
No, but the GIF, the GIF.
Blackham7 is here. Great to see you. Will you include a jump scare for the spooks? Maybe? Shivering down your spine. Spoop. I just spooked everyone.
So that was quite scary.
This is such a chill stream. I love this.
Oh no, it's not chill.
By the time you get to this part, it's not gonna be as chill anymore. There you go. Happened. Jump scare. Who's the second voice? Okay, we're gonna introduce ourselves again. Also check out the video description. So I am Echolox. I'm not the one drawing right now. I'm sitting here on the other side. I'm on the chat. I'm running audio and video here. And the guy drawing. Okay.
Yeah, I am Laovaan, the one who does speed paint videos, and yeah, is currently holding this brush and a bit focused on the lightning situation of this drawing.
Oh yeah, and in the kitchen, tiramisu getting ready to be delicious. People know what's up. It's gonna be a fucking delicious tiramisu.
It just has to be.
And like, I managed to get so much out of it. Usually we just have enough to like fill up one form and we're gonna bring it to a party. But I actually managed to fill 3 more glasses with tiramisu, so we're gonna have some for ourselves later. I don't like sharing my tiramisu, but then again, it's so much I don't want to eat it all alone. Can we have Skeleton's girlfriend come in?
Skeletons are sexless. Maybe you can just add another one. And another one.
And another one.
And another one. Just fill up the whole. Just make it a skeleton stream.
Let me see what I can do here in OBS. One question for the red. Do you get a deep red? Do you prefer combining red with orange or red with brown or something else?
I love to combine red with brown because that makes it like it gives it the ancient feel. Like if you've got red hair and want to yeah, get a neutral shade, just use a dark brown and then you're fine. For this red I used different types. I used like I'm not quite sure if it's in the handy. Don't fall down. So I used this red, which is a very terrible red if you ask me. I don't really like that tone, but that makes it good for the saturated colors, then I use like that's too far away, like a darker tone, and I also used a bit gouache, which is in this too, because yeah, that adds like another depth to it because it's a bit more covering, and so it makes it a bit deeper.
Did I give you a scare?
Made another?
I spooked them again.
You spooked.
So yeah, now that we got a larger population of YouTube watchers here, so I mean, I described the I just went through the brief history of Kenbone, but I saw some people who are quite unfamiliar with H3H3. Oh my god, it's a tongue twister for everyone. Ethan Klein,
yeah.
H3H3. So yeah, who saw that Laovaan was live streaming, read the title, and thought, no, that can't be real, because you knew it was.
I mean, if you saw the healer video, you know.
Yeah, true.
Know what's going on. I'm somehow addicted to their videos.
Yeah, and as I said, like maybe next time it's gonna be Aaron, Chinnigan, Egoraptor. Echolox, can you sing? Yes, but I'm not gonna do it now. A few of my upcoming songs, I don't know if I can. Nah, I'll probably not release it this year. It's gonna take too long. But there's soon gonna be more just vocals in general in my songs. Not on the videos. I'll try to keep it instrumental, but there will be vocals. There we go. Yeah, I love Ethan. Who's H3H3? You should find out for yourself.
And make sure to watch the video about modern art.
Yeah, definitely the video about modern art is great. I heard Egoraptor. Yes, that was my suggestion. If you have any more suggestions for these, wait for these meme streams, you can let us know. Can. The watercolor you're using is so pigmented. I love it. What about Leafy? I don't know. Would you do a profile shot?
Yeah, that's comic book character.
Yeah, the
like
comic
the
book.
Mr. Seuss.
That would be pretty cool if you like did a whole watercolor painting of the cover.
Well, but we have to be careful.
Yeah, we don't want to like integrate ourselves into this whole drama. We're just on the sidelines doing art and music,
observing the situation.
We're just reporting, you know, so everything's neutral. Can you do 2 live streams every week? It would be great.
That's going to be a bit hard.
That's gonna be hard, yeah.
I will try to do a live stream every time we can do that. And currently, since today is like only the Halloween party on our schedule, we
just had time, yeah.
Yeah.
What you can do though, you can support him, and the more you support him, the more you can do just videos and art in general. If you look down there, it's saying support me, or support him rather, it's not me. Support him on Patreon, patreon.com/Laovaan. And yeah, every little dollar is a little bit of support to produce more art. Sometimes it's this, but sometimes it's what you're used to on this channel. And yeah, also visit the Laovaan shop, which is linked in the description. You can get some crazy hot merch, hot Laovaan merch. Especially since Christmas is coming up. You can treat yourself or a friend. So if you If there's this one picture that you really like of him, you can maybe get it on as a print, or maybe on a phone case. Or we used to do leggings, but no, leggings are not in the shop anymore. When is Humongous's turn? Oh, that's right. I mean, we don't want to write too much on the
I mean, I
h3h3
should
train,
have
but
left some space for a small humongous on there,
in
or
the
like
background.
a small hula hoop girl just dancing.
People are missing Mr. Skeletal, so I'm gonna give him his old place back on the screen. There he is. Just subscribe, you're amazing and I can't believe you did that Lana Del Rey drawing. She's my favorite artist.
Thank you. I'm just focusing, so I'm sorry a bit.
Yeah.
My reaction is a bit delayed.
Somebody's saying, I can get my Alice glass. Is it on Redbubble? Is it right?
I don't know.
I don't know. You gotta
But
figure out.
we'll add
I
it,
believe it
maybe.
is on there, yes. Spoopy. I spooped some people again. What's your favorite? Well, what's your favorite singer? I gotta drink some.
My favorite thing or your favorite thing?
Yours. Unless I mention it, it's always ask the questions
Okay.
for you.
So my favorite singer, a long time it was h3h3 from Nightwish, but somehow it changed. But actually right now I can't pick a favorite. There's a lot of good singers. And I also like to hear instrumental music, so it's really difficult. But I like bands who focus also on their appearance. Like, this is something that really kept me going in the gothic scene, like all those people with the concepts and stuff. I really like this kind of music, like Super Eternus, or yeah, I even like Lady Gaga. So something that you probably know, but not really the recent kind of music. Like On This Way was quite good, and art pop a bit, but I'm not really into country, so I really.
Do you also do, and we also had this question before in the Q&A, but do you also do vibrant male watercolor drawings like the one you do with female people, characters, singers, artists on your channel?
So I really am used to do female-related portraits. This is kind of maybe just a pragmatic kind of thing, because you can play around with the hair, because they tend to have longer hair than men, and yeah, maybe I should try. But also like the beard and stuff, it's really hard. So probably when I do male portraits, they will be more like this, like something more naturalistic, or something more funny, if you want to.
Not as intricate and serious.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not even on the microphone, sorry.
Someone reminds me of that American Gothic painting, like
yeah. Maybe that's what you can do with some other couple of YouTubers. I don't know, you can... Filthy Frank and Max Mofo, but Max Mofo is the woman
Oh
on the
yeah,
picture.
that would be quite funny. I'll change the water.
Guys, anyone else noticing it gets darker earlier and earlier? Yesterday it got dark at 5. Before that it was 6 or something. Did you also switch away from daylight saving times in the UK yesterday? Maybe that's actually it. Because I didn't... You don't even notice the change anymore because all the devices switch automatically from one time zone to the next. So I woke up and I didn't even know that we are now out of daylight savings time here in Germany. Please make a digital art live stream next time. Would we consider that?
I don't know. I mean, we could do that, but it depends on the motive. Like if we try to establish a more traditional kind of look.
OMG guys, keep it PG please. No, this is not a PG stream. Actually, it's probably better you don't have your parents around.
What is it? I know PC. What
PG is parental guidance, so it's
okay.
a rating where you can watch the movie or whatever media it is, but you have to bring a parent with you, I believe. I think the one above that isn't it called MA17 or something? And then it's mature, and then it's like XXX. Can't show that. Ah yeah, yes, the clocks turned back on Sunday in the UK, so maybe that's the reason it's getting darker at a different time now. I am my own dad. Again, one message, no context. I don't believe the context would help in that situation though. Okay, I'm gonna... PG-13 and R over here. Ah yeah, PG-13, that's what I remember. Ah, you got this weird system and I'm like, don't care. Is that a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge? We don't want to no, the Note is the one that explodes. No, it's not a Samsung Galaxy. We're Google people here, we have Nexus phones. Hey Google, sponsor us. How did you do the facial hair? I didn't see it.
It's just paper crumbles. So it just happens with the paper that got a bit loose, so it has some kind of texture. I really didn't plan that, but somehow it works to trick you into thinking it is facial hair I did. So no, it was a brush stroke and then it peeled a bit of paper with it. Maybe it will dry down and then disappear, but I would probably do some facial hair with a tiny pencil or something like that.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how cool are the two of you? Are you wanting us to rate ourselves or each other? Because we're kind of biased, you know?
I would say that you're pretty cool. Happy to know you.
Some people are saying we're a 10. I take that, but I don't know. And then there's a few people who want us to speak a little bit of German, and if we could maybe teach them some German.
So, trick or treat is Süßes, sonst gibt es Saures. Just speak with me, Süßes, sonst gibt es Saures.
Wouldn't some of them also say Süßes oder Saures?
Yeah,
Just oder?
that would
Yeah.
be probably also. So
Okay.
that's the short version.
I don't know. Skeleton, Mr. Skeleton. I mean that's quite easy. That's skelet. But Echolox, my country's news channel, is using one of your music. What are your opinion on this? Can you send me a link to that? Now I'm curious. Does it? Maybe it just sounds pretty close to what I'm doing, but I would be surprised if some news channel used my music. I'm not aware of any news channel licensing my music for such a thing, so please actually do send me something about that. Or at least tell me what news channel it is. I'd really like to know. It's probably so weird on that side because they can't hear us repeating the words back. We're trusting you to be able to pull it off quite well.
I mean, yesterday where I was wearing contacts, I actually had in mind to do a staring contest. Just me staring into the webcam and you staring back.
Well, there's a guy on YouTube who uploads like 5-hour videos where he's just sitting in a room staring into the camera.
Is it though a video or is it
No,
just
it's video. I think he also did live streams, but there was a video, like he had plenty of videos doing that. And the scariest thing is like in one of those videos, he's just sitting there. It's like he's meditating and he's just staring. And you can see suddenly someone moving in the background, like in the hallway, and it seems like a burglar. He got in, noticed what's up, and ran out again. It's like in the middle of the video.
Okay. Oh, this is a good way to keep you watching really through, so you get some benefits out of it.
Okay, the person talking about the news channel says wait a while. Okay, I'm curious. If you can't find it within this live stream, you can also like just send me an email, or I know. You know my channel is here. My channel is also in the, if you click on the I icon, the info icon in the top right, you can go to my channel. I can always use subscribers. But now this is about art. It's about Laovaan. And memes. Plenty of them.
So yeah, I think the Mona Lisa can teach us some good things about light situations. So just adjust the light from the photos to the Mona Lisa light source to make it more blending into the background.
Loving the memes. How about an iDubbbz art? Eventually.
A tattoo artwork. Like
Yeah, it should be a tattoo. What's the largest painting you've ever done? Actually, it's on the YouTube channel.
yeah, but this one is even larger.
This one's even okay. Maybe I can get a picture of that up, but the second largest is the Summer Nights video on the YouTube channel. What's your favorite memes, you two? Ah, that question again. It changes by the day.
But still, it's Kazoo Kid. Like
Yeah, he is this Kazoo Kid.
I like to sing, dance, pretend, and having fun. And this is quite something I enjoy, but also the Pepe.
Yeah,
Let
Pepe.
me
Yeah, we had a Pepe the other day.
get the Pepe back. So I would like to mirror him so he could judge the skeleton. Like, this is a watercolor splash paper. One very
That's the rarest Pepe of them all.
This is one rare paper.
So I'm thinking about my favorite memes. So as it changes by the day, I've been quoting the "Try me, bitch" a few times today. So maybe today that's my meme of the day.
Try me, bitch.
Yeah, I can show you the video.
Oh,
It's like filmed in the first person of like, I think some woman being rude to a guy in a grocery store, and she just like throws something at him, and he just responds with, "Try me, bitch." Oh yeah, I wanted to get a photo of your painting. Could not resist.
So yeah, so one trick, one artistic trick, probably would be the if you have a portrait or like if you work on an image where everything is watching at the face, you don't have to be that careful with the rest. Because hands are always very difficult to do.
I don't remember the channel name right now. I'll comment the link on your video once. Okay, thank you. Don't forget it. I want to know. I want to find out about the news channel music.
Oh, yeah.
I always bring my business into your streams. Sorry. Oh, now I gotta mute my browser again. Sorry for everybody who uses TweetDeck and just thought they got a notification. Abby Roberts on Twitter saying, "Loving the stream, especially the memes," and she posted a gif of the kazoo kid.
I mean the trap remix is slaying.
And as always, you really want to watch till the very end of the stream. Don't skip around. Some huge surprises in there. And I can't understand the chat again. It's basically like one person asking, "Hey, is anybody else speaking this language?" in their language of choice, and then everyone else responds. It can be Russian, it can be any other language. It's always...
Non lo so, je ne sais pas, I don't know.
Have you watched Occultic 9?
What?
Are you
Occultic 9? Is it a
fami-
horror movie?
Probably
Because
sounds like one.
I haven't watched it. At least I don't know. It sounds pretty interesting.
Why do you keep streaming when I'm doing my homework? I'm getting sucked. No. Too bad. Ho ho ho, we forget. Somebody's saying in the chat.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui. Oh, I really don't speak any French. Sorry.
I always, if I think about French, I want to start every sentence with "je pense que," which probably would be like, "I think that." Or malheureusement, je ne sais pas tout le de langage française. That was just a joke. I don't know if it's correct.
So I'm looking up Occultic 9 now. Ah, it's an anime.
Oh, so
The cover looks a bit like Bloodlet, but that probably has to do with the yellow.
yeah, yellow and black. It's typical.
Oh, I didn't know you're going to stream. Now I don't want to go out today. Don't worry, we won't stream for long.
Yeah, we have to go out.
We
as
also
well.
going somewhere.
And I mean the image is. I think the idea is already like going. Like everything, more deal would be just luxury, not really necessary.
Laovaan, can you drink watercolors? Do you mean as in, could you, or like, would you do it for us?
And no, I wouldn't drink that. I don't know how. What's with the health? I think there's also like something that says you should not because it's poison and
You
stuff.
just should because it's not supposed to be.
Because you don't have to.
It's just not a good idea at all. So I can't finish the Kit Kat, yeah. I need that. So now I gotta manage my distance to the microphone, otherwise you're gonna get some crunch on there. Someone in the chat saying, yes, you can drink watercolor.
What is the music?
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. That is a remix of mine of Yawn's Empress.
Alright.
Pretty cool band. Check them out. Yawn. Y-A-W-N. And this is a remix I did for their song Empress. It's all about that content ID. Somebody asking, can you paint a GIF?
Like a moving GIF.
Yeah,
I
you,
could-
like
I could do frog cycle.
oh yeah, Frog Cycle would be cool.
And then you put the GIF on it so it moves actually.
So to those of you who are enjoying the stream and maybe it's your first stream, maybe you're just subscribed on YouTube. So we also pretty regularly do live streams on Twitch. We actually mostly stream on Twitch. With sometimes we stream here, sometimes we stream there. So if you're on Twitch as well, you should subscribe to him on twitch.tv/Laovaan. So you'll get notified. You can also subscribe there, and we got some emoticons like him as a Frog Cycle meme and the why though. Like, it's just also cool to hang out on Twitch every once in a while. So just if you just didn't know that we also do that. Echolox, do you have a favorite British TV show? That's a tough one. It's probably always gonna be IT Crowd, but I've been enjoying Black Mirror recently, although they've become quite American in the latest season. So Coupling was also very, very good, but I'm gonna say IT Crowd. Echolox, do you like Serge Tankian's music? I gotta admit, I have only really listened to System of a Down, but not really to his solo stuff. But I should check that out. Will you auction the finished canvas?
Cool. I don't know. I haven't thought about that. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Like auction and I don't know. I think Ken Bone, he's affiliated with some kind of charity. Maybe you can do something
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, you
No,
could
we will
just-
think about it.
You could send them send it to him, and then he could do whatever he wants with that.
Yeah.
Or to Ethan maybe for the
Mhm.
super kind of.
Yeah. And in general, soon we will. So in the description you can find the Laovaan art shop. As I said, hot Laovaan merch if you want that for Christmas for you or for yourself or for a friend. But also we're going to soon open up an Etsy store where you can actually get the originals, the ones you know from YouTube, the ones you see there, the actual paintings from the video. We're gonna put them on Etsy because they're unique. That's what Etsy's for, kind of. Look out for that announcement. How does the red watercolor taste? Is it like watery ketchup? Just because it's red doesn't mean it's ketchup.
It's probably more like. I think there are some chemicals inside, like some iron and stuff. So maybe it will taste like a bit like metal.
What are your favorite YouTubers?
So
Yes.
the whole gang, like iDubbbz, Filthy Frank, and Max Mofo, like the vomit videos and the cakes. But I also like, as you obviously can see, h3h3. And yeah, there's some other channels, some German channels I like. But I don't want to go there too deep, because this is like some strange hobby I have.
For me, I would say what I watch the most is, I guess I do follow Game Grumps and Jontron. Fine Sauce also. I hope you don't catch me stealing his jokes every once in a while. And Mega64. Oh yeah, lots of people agreeing with your choice of YouTubers.
Shinjina Daisuke, or something like
Oh,
that.
by the way, it's now 6 p.m.
Yeah, I think I'm also quite.
We're almost done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think there's not much left to do. So maybe we can just like come to an end.
Oh no, where did Mr. Skeletal go? I hope he's not gonna surprise us or anything. Oh,
Oh. So it's like a ghost painting, like something you imagine in an old mansion. He's coming alive at night.
can you do something with Papa John's in the near future? They're not in Germany. We can't cooperate with them. We can't even order their stuff, so Papa John's gonna be hard.
But I should like place a pizza around here.
Oh, we should look up what their pizza box design looks like and put Ethan on there. But
Yeah.
but I mean, people with Photoshop can do that.
I mean, I thought about letting him do some Wake Nation kind of hand movement.
Oh yeah.
But then it wasn't really like, it should be more Mona Lisa style and more reference to it, because the actual pose is like that and the Mona Lisa is also a bit like that.
Guys, what do you do when the cameras stop rolling? Live our lives, I guess?
Yeah, we'll get ready for Halloween.
Yeah.
So I
We're
will
going to a party.
put some makeup on again. Some different kind than yesterday. As I said on my Instagram, I did barber makeup, and they will try to achieve that as well for Halloween.
They deactivate themselves until next time.
Alright.
It sounds like kind of an epic end to the stream.
So yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, basically. That was a very short stream, but it was spontaneous, and we thought, hey, that's better than doing nothing.
Yeah. And hey, we managed to get Ethan as Campbell
And again,
as
the healer painting.
Yeah, that probably
Would
would
it
like
matter?
match together, like man and woman, kind of.
Oh yeah. Thanks for being here, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in,
Yeah.
and have a nice Halloween.
Yeah.
If it's still Halloween at your place.
We'll see if we can throw out another video this week. We got some material, but we gotta edit it.
Yeah, so we can do. We're still working on the recap video of the Lana Del Rey drawing, and also on the Link drawing I did recently.
Yeah.
So there's more to come.
Yeah. As always, hope the tiramisu comes out very good. Oh, it will. Yeah, again, down there you can see patreon.com/Laovaan if you want to support this guy. He's amazing. Or if you just want to get some hot Laovaan merch, you can find that on Redbubble. The link is in the description. This stream, this archive video, we're gonna leave public for now, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we can just leave it there. Because I know that somebody asked if we should tweet this to Ethan, and we already did, and other people also did, so it's not getting lost then. Do you have a page on Facebook? Guess the name.
Yeah, so
It's
facebook.com/Laovaan.
It's always Laovaan everywhere. If you're wondering, does he have a profile on Service X? It's always gonna be Laovaan, most of the time at least. All right. Yeah, if you are just joining, you can then like rewind the stream and watch it again from the beginning. Oh, Hila liked the stream.
Ah,
Abby is saying that's great. Too bad we're just now leaving. So I don't know if anyone is tuning in right now. If Hila, you're tuning in right now, we're
big fans.
big fans.
All right.
So see you next time on the wait on the meme stream. I have to do it. I just have to. All right. See you next time.
Goodbye.